Hello, hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the end of an era mission set in Chongqing, China. And today we will be taking care of the Mnemonic challenge. I've butchered that. I can say it when I'm not thinking about it. But that entails killing Hush in his mind-altering chair, which will also get us the mission story Impulse Control. So for this challenge today, we will be bringing with us our ever trusty lockpick, some lethal poison and a silenced pistol, and as ever starting at the riverside walkway. So right from the start, off the bat, our first target will be Imogen. So we are going to make our way along the walkway to the right here until we get to the back of the restaurant. You may have noticed this is a relatively longer video than normal. That's because there is quite a lot of sort of scripted scenes towards the end of this that we will have to sit through. Lots of dialogue. But once we get to the back of the restaurant here, we will trigger this young lady down here's routine, and she will eventually remember the key code entry for the facility and make her way inside, and we can follow her in. So once she moves away towards the shipping container door, we can then drop down over the balcony. We're going to follow the young lady in, and by the way, the code is 0118 if you didn't already know it. So she's just going to lead us right into the entrance of the facility here, and when she goes down the stairs she will turn left, and we can then proceed down the stairs, veer off to our right over the balcony, and then over the balcony ahead of us, and we are now at level tier 1. We're going to pull out our camera, not our phone. I do keep trying to call it a phone, but it is only a camera. We're going to scan the windows for the restroom that's just opposite us, make our way to the restroom. We're going to turn on and then off the air conditioning. That will distract one of the two people in the restroom, and we're going to basically vacate everyone from this room. So when the young lady comes over to investigate, we can then get behind her, render her unconscious, and we can then hide her body in the closet in the server room just behind us here. So, young lady safely tucked up out of harm's way, and we can now just rinse and repeat the same procedure for the gentleman in the restroom. So once again, on and off with the ventilation system. And this time when we go back into the server room, we're going to use our lethal poison on the ventilation system, wait for victim number 2 to arrive, sneak up behind him, render him unconscious, and hide his body in the closet in the server room with his colleague. We're also going to take his outfit once he's safely stashed away. There we go. So next item on our list of to-dos is to put 3 other employees on a break. So we're going to make our way past the restroom. We're going to opaque the window to our left here so that the camera can't see us, and continue on around to the workstations. Just be aware of where Imogen is. She is in the vicinity. And we're just going to now put all 3 of these employees onto a break by scanning their workstations, and then make our way back to the restroom along with our 3 new friends that we have in tow. They will go into the restroom and await Imogen, basically. I think she's there, go back to work signal. So everybody's now here. We're just waiting on Imogen to arrive and send them all back to work.
What are you doing here? Get back to work.
So once everybody leaves, we can then turn on the ventilation system. We're going to poison Imogen. Just remember that you have to turn the ventilation system off immediately after Imogen drops dead, because her guard will come into the room, and this poison is pretty potent.
That's Imogen Royce down. Take care of Hush and we can get to the core.
Right, so target number 1 taken care of. We can now exit the facility the same way we came in, and we can begin our challenges. So we need to make our way to the block building, but we're going to go around the back of the building. So out of the facility, around to our right, and up the ramp and around to our left, where we will trigger a mission story. And we're just going to listen into this.
I can make a lot of money to be in some experiment.
They don't want people like us for that sort of thing.
No, they only want people like us. The flyer says so.
That means it's too dangerous for rich people. Don't do it.
So with the mission story now activated, we're going to make our way, continue on down to the end of the alleyway, and in the corner we will find a hammer. And again, continuing on down the alleyway past the woman with the umbrella. Make sure she's not around when we do this. We find a homeless man asleep on the floor. We're going to use our hammer on his head. We're going to dump his body in the dumpster, and then we're going to take his outfit. There we go. So now we're going to make our way into the block building via the window here and up the drain pipe to the next floor, and we're going to hide our pistol because we will require this a little bit later on up in the building, but we are going to have to be frisked on the ground floor. So as far into the corner as we can get, we're just going to place our pistol just on the other side of the balcony here, make our way back down to the ground floor, back out of the window and around to the front door, and announce our presence. So this is where we're going to get frisked. So once we're through the frisk, we are going to be escorted to the interview room, and if we've placed our gun well, this guard won't spot it as he turns right. We can then retrieve our silenced pistol, catch the guard back up, and he's going to lead us to the interview room, which is just here on our right now. So all we've got to do now is go inside and sit down and await our turn with the doctor. So the doctor is already, as you can see, with somebody else, and she is about to receive a phone call telling her they do not need any more test subjects for today, in which case she will now conclude her interview and invite us over, where she will then tell us the same thing, that there is no more work today, come back tomorrow.
Come in and take a seat.
So all we have to do now is get up and stand up and make our way over to the chair and get instantly dismissed once again.
Subjects will need for tonight, but you're welcome to fill in your information now and come back tomorrow. A guard is waiting outside the door. He'll escort you out of the building when you help yourself to an apple. For your trouble.
I do need my vitamins.
So when the doctor goes to move away, she's going to go to her left. We can then make our way out of the window and along the balcony, over the ledge where their ledge is currently missing, and up the drain pipe to the second floor. Now if we time this right, we should be able to move quite quickly through this section. So just checking on the guard, we're going to lockpick our way through the door on the right, checking again the guard who patrols in the security room, and he's just stopped moving, so we can just make our way straight through and through the security room, up the stairs. We're going to pull out our silenced pistol up these stairs, take out the surveillance system, continue on up to the keypad door on the next floor where the code is 2552, and continue up onto the 4th floor. And we need to get past these 2 guards at the top of the stairs, which is really very easy. They both have their backs to us. Now, when I was mentioning timing, you can make it through here. As you can see, Hush is on the stairs, but we can get ahead of him. You may have to wait for him to go past if your timing's different. And at this point, I suggest waiting for the patient to be in that position he's in for me right there, while he's at the door talking to the nurse. Otherwise, he'll be stood at the sink, and it's very difficult to get behind him and knock him out without being spotted. So it's safer to wait while he's at the door. But while we have him unconscious and safely stashed away,
Bastard.
we are gonna now don his outfit and approach the doctor at the keyboard here. And she's going to call up the other doctor, and we are going to... Wait, you're in my chair. Go away. What are you, some sort of clone? That's better. E. So, again, we're just waiting for the arrival of Dr. Lee, or Sister Lee, I believe she's called. And we're going to begin the experiment. And we have to do this experiment twice. And the first time we have to offer up absolutely no resistance.
Sister Lei, yes. We're about to perform the final test of this project phase.
So at this point it's going to get pretty much dialogue heavy. We're going to let this play out once we sit in the chair. Just remember, do not offer up any resistance.
Take a seat.
Ready when you are.
Junli, let's start at 100% signal strength.
No. I mean, no, there's no need. The subject is clean, cooperative. I was thinking 25% and then adjust if necessary.
60% is minimum. We'll get no motor control below, and I'm not wasting my time.
But
60. Log concluding experiment H109 initiated. Run calibration 60%.
signal strength 60% confirmed. H109 initiated.
Load suggestion, motor control 44.1. Execute.
The signal's too low.
Shh. I need to focus.
The signal's too weak. We'll get nothing like this.
Go to 100%?
It's not safe. You've been working too hard. With your condition, it can cause you real physical harm. It's safe. You're strong. You can overcome it.
100%. Do it. Log, continuing experiment H109. Run calibration 100%.
Signal strength 100% confirmed. H109 initiated.
Now I'll see you dance. Identify impulse string. Load suggestion, motor control 44.1. Execute.
Nothing. He is a strong one.
Quiet. I can't focus. My head.
It's too low. He's got spirit.
Come on. Do this.
Abort! You're going too far. No, he's on the verge to break him. Go higher. It'll kill him. It's already way beyond reasonable intensity. This subject is abnormally resistant. He's no match for Hush. Nothing worth shit ever came to be without pain. I am calling it quits, Hush. You need rest.
Okay. A short break. I'll return with a clear head.
God damn that assistant. If they'd up the signal, it will kill him.
Stay put or stay close. I want you in that chair when Hush and Sister Lei return.
I'm here to the end.
So at this point, all we really have to do now is wait. We do need to remove this young doctor lady here, but if we wait long enough, Hush is going to go off into the other room briefly, but he will come back. And then he will go downstairs, and that will offer us the best opportunity to take out the doctor, because we will be essentially alone.
He's a genius.
But I'm going to risk it, and when the doctor moves back over to where we are, and where the laptop and the computer screens and that all are, we're going to knock her out and try and get her into the closet in the corner of the room before Hush comes back. He's currently in the deprivation chamber, talking to the doctor in there. He's then going to go and have a video conference call in the next room, and then he's going to come back in here. Now, if this doctor lady gets in position before he starts coming back, I'm going to risk knocking her out now. And she has. So in we go for the kill. And remember, we do not have very long to do this, because Hush and his bodyguard will be coming through the room, and the doctor decides to not play ball. That's better. So as you can see, Hush is now just moving back into the area. We literally just got the doctor into the closet in time, which is why I recommend waiting until he leaves, which is what he's about to do now.
I need some cheering up.
Yeah, you go and get cheered up. So all we have to do once again at this point essentially is wait. And Hush is going to go downstairs with his bodyguard in his bright pink jacket. He will then come back along with Sister Lei, and we can start the experiment again. And this time we are going to resist, and that will get us the Mnemonic challenge. So once everybody gets back in a position, we can sit in the chair. All we have to do now is let this scene play out. Just remember that this time round we want to resist.
I'll take over.
Let's pick it up where we left off, Sister Lei.
At the same signal strength.
Yes, 100%. I feel strong. I can take him. Sit down. Log, continuing experiment H109. Run calibration 100%.
Signal strength 100% confirmed. H109 initiated.
Good. All good to go. Identify impulse string. Load suggestion. Motor control. 44.1. Execute.
We need to go higher.
I can get to him. Just need to... Damn it!
You'll get nowhere like this.
I don't understand. No one's ever resisted like this before.
Let's increase the signal and get some results. What do you say, Hush?
Do 120%.
120. Good. Let's do it.
Log, continuing experiment H109. Run calibration 120%.
H109 continued. 120% signal strength confirmed.
Yes. This is it. It's all incredibly sharp. I feel my mind expanding. Identify impulse string. Load suggestion. Motor control 44.1. Execute. I feel power.
Yes, unlimited power. And there goes Hush, and that will get us the Mnemonic challenge.
That's both targets down. I just need to override this, and I'm in. You can get out now, and I can take care of the data remotely.
Right,
Unless you want to
so
handle it
once
yourself.
we get out of the chair, don't bolt for the exit. We will be escorted out of the building. So we have to follow this kind gentleman right here when he stops berating us for standing too close to him, all the way back down through the building and to the front door. So all the way down. There are no enforcers, but if you haven't taken out the cameras, there are a number of cameras that you will not be able to avoid. One of them we've just passed there, so make sure you take out the cameras if you want your silent assassin rating, that is. So we're back down on the first floor now, so just another couple of flights of stairs to go. If you also think of it at the start of the level and remember to pick up the crowbar from the basement, your exit is just around the corner here. So we're going to don on the suit that we had. I don't have the crowbar, so I'm going to go for the scooter exit. So there you go, one more mission story taken care of, and the mnemonic challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.